Well, we talked a little bit about logistics and how that is really a military expertise situation. And we talked about how ever much you hate whichever particular politician we happen to be talking about, a choice to use retired and active military personnel to deal with a massive logistics problem, like how to distribute tens of millions of vaccine dosages in the shortest amount of time in a country the size of Canada. So some people are just going to have to let that go. You know what? It don't matter whether you hate that particular politician or not. The politicians who are doing it wrong are the ones that actually think there's logistics expertise within amongst their friends in industry, because there isn't. So that's something we kind of got to get over, not just in Canada, in North America in general. You know, it's part of what being a democracy is. You win some, you lose some. But just because you lost an election, that doesn't really mean it's a good idea to decide you're going to just arbitrarily hate absolutely everything the person who won the election did. You know, like it or not, we're all in this together. And I can't, in my whole life as a voter, I can barely recall ever being on the winning side of an election. But that doesn't excuse, you know, anti-societal behavior. It's not my way or the highway. That's not what democracy means. Democracy means we get together, we have an election. In multi-party countries like ours, if by some chance the ruling party manages to get over 50% of the vote, that's practically a miracle. And there's countries where it's a lot more so of a miracle than Canada. And in a two-party system like the US uses, anytime you got a 50+% result, you've also got a 40+% result. So all this talk about, you know, how broken everything is nonsense. It is the expectation of two-party democracy that you're only going to win by just over 50%. You know, what would it mean if you had a landslide, a 75% Democratic or Republican win? It would mean that the other party had done something pretty seriously wrong, wouldn't it? So, you know what, I just today want to ask everybody, get over it. You might not have voted for Trudeau, I didn't, but that doesn't mean that using the army is the wrong choice for vaccine distribution. If you live in Ontario, maybe you didn't vote for Ford. And you know what, I wouldn't have. But that doesn't mean using a retired general is the wrong person to use for vaccine distribution. These people I did not vote for are making the exact correct decisions right now. And that's something that we all got to get over. Doesn't matter how much it's not our guy. Sometimes not our guy can still do the right thing. Just saying. Have a nice day.